So I have YouTube here and I have TikTok here, and welcome everybody. Today we're going to talk about the 3 stages of buyers. I shared that with you yesterday and I said I would come back today and talk to you about the 3 stages of buyers. So when you are jumping on, let me know where you're watching from. TikTok, hello, welcome everybody. Let me know where you are watching from. I love this part. This is the power of digital marketing. We can use the digital space to launch and grow a very successful business. So glad to have you guys on. Yes, South Africa in the house. Welcome, welcome. I'm hanging out with you guys from Kansas, and how cool is that we just get to hang out all over the world. So let me ask you guys this question. How many of you would love to know how to attract more customers to your business? I'm curious. Anybody? Watching from South Africa, welcome. Watching from New York, I love it. Me, yes, you want to learn how to attract more customers. That is what we're going to talk about today. Because actually, no matter what you're selling, by the way, hello, welcome everybody on YouTube. No matter what you're selling, there's 3 stages of buyers. So here's what a lot of people do wrong is they create all their content for 1 stage a buyer goes through. So what happens is, that's why a lot of people, thank you for the love, my friend. That's why a lot of people don't ever get customers because they're just in the wrong stage. So I want to cover each stage with you today, and I'm going to give you examples with each stage. My goal is to help you get off of here today and understand how to create content in each stage that a buyer goes through. Because when you can master this, you will attract more customers to your business. Okay, so you guys ready? Let's start with stage 1. Since stage 1 is the awareness stage. This is the first stage people go through. Now, here's the bad part about the awareness stage. This is the longest stage. Somebody could be in the awareness stage for weeks or for months or even years. So if you're creating content just in the awareness stage, you could go a long time without ever getting a customer. Okay, so this is why it's so important that you cover each stage. So let me give you an example. This is what's going through the mind of somebody in the awareness stage. I have a problem, but I'm not sure if there is a solution out there. And that's for everybody. No matter what your business is, everybody has an awareness stage. So taking somebody from the awareness stage to buying stage can take a long time. This is why I highly recommend you have email automations for your business. Because if you have email automations, it will help you take your customers from the awareness stage to wanting to buy from you. Because guess what? If you're just talking to people in this stage, you're going to have to do a lot of work to convert them. Okay? Does that make sense? Yes or yes? Does this make sense to you guys? Okay. So the next stage is the consideration stage. Okay. Now in this stage, they're already considering something. So what's going through their mind in this stage is, I know there's a solution. So the awareness stage, I know I have a problem, but is there a solution? In the consideration stage, I know that there is a solution, but is this the right one for me? So this stage, they're aware they have a problem. They're aware there's a solution. Now they're trying to decide what they're going to go with for their solution. This is the stage that if you have your own community, you can compress time and take them from consideration to buyer like that. Same thing with email automations. Okay, so let's just kind of think about that. Awareness is, I have a problem, but is there a solution? Consideration is, I know I have a problem, I know there's a solution, but which one am I going to go with? So if you're just creating content in awareness, which this is what I see 99% of the time on social media, is people just talking in the awareness stage, because that's the easiest stage to talk in. Because when you start creating content in the consideration stage, you have to stand out. This is where boldness needs to come in. This is where people need to understand your journey, right? The journey that you're on, that you have a solution for them. Okay, so what's the next stage? Is the decision stage. Okay, and what the decision stage is, let's go. I'm ready to take action. I just need to know what the next step is. So let me give you guys an example. When I go live, I talk to every single stage. I make sure my lives connect with people that are becoming aware, people that are considering, and people that are ready to make a decision. Yesterday, I had somebody in the decision stage purchase during my live. A few hours later, I had somebody that was in the consideration stage bought from me that was on my live yesterday. So now if you use lives for your business and nobody's buying, it's because you're way too heavy in this awareness stage. This is why you're not getting customers. So I would love, yes, talk about them and their needs and they will buy. Yeah, you have to bridge the gap a little bit, right? Not only talk about their needs, but you gotta, why should they buy from you? And you really have to stand out in that stage. Now, if you're brand new to business and this is like overwhelming to you, stop it. Stop that stinking thinking right now. Because if you can master this, you can make millions, right? Do you want to keep on doing the same thing and keep on getting the same results? Or are you ready to master something that could help you make millions, right? So get rid of that stinking thinking, okay? Hey, Canada in the house over on YouTube. Welcome. Glad you're with me. Yes, working hard to build my business. Yes. Now, instead of working hard, I would say I'm going to work smarter to build my business. And one of the smartest things you can do is master this. So screenshot this. Okay? I want you to screenshot this. Hello, my friend. Good morning. Good morning. So if you guys keep me looking back and forth, it's because I have TikTok over here and I have YouTube over here. So you guys, now, if you want to get access to the blueprint that I followed that has taught me these strategies, go right here. dailypaybusiness.com, okay? dailypaybusiness.com. Screenshot this. But when you go to dailypaybusiness.com, you're actually going to get my Freedom Formula Blueprint that literally breaks you through the strategies of how to launch and grow an online business in the digital space. But I'm talking one for freedom, by the way. I'm not talking one where you make a small percent. I'm talking one where you can make really good money. You'll get the complete blueprint that walks you through the process, okay? Check it out. I actually give you a video walking you through it. And then I'm also going to email you another video as well that will have the blueprint. If you don't see the blueprint within 5 minutes, check your spam or promotions. It could have gone there. Now, if you have any questions after you see that, please email me. I would love to answer questions. Watch the 2 videos first because it literally answers 99% of your questions. But if you have questions after you watch the video, just email me. And one other thing, I'm actually doing tomorrow at the same time tomorrow, I am doing a free webinar where I'm walking you through how to take these stages a customer goes through and how to turn that into 10,000 in June with your own online business. Now, the strategy that I follow that has made me over 6.5 million in 2.5 years, my number one selling product is 900. So with that, that is only 12 customers you need in the month of June to make $10,800. Who would like to make $10,800 in the month of June? Anybody? Anybody? Well, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that tomorrow during the free webinar. So if you go right here to dailypaybusiness.com, okay, once you get that email, just reply to that email and ask me, say, I need the webinar link for tomorrow, and I'll send it to you. Okay? Yes, let's go. Awesome. Me. Okay. So now, okay, let me ask this question. How many of you on here already have your own online business? You're already selling something. Put me in the comments if that's you. Yes. Yes, I would like to make 10K in June. It's only 12 customers. Here's the thing. If somebody struggles making 10,000 in June, it's because you're talking to people in this stage. If you're talking to people in the awareness stage, it can take weeks or a month to take them from the awareness to consideration to decision. Okay, so that's why when you create content, you need to talk to them at each stage. Okay, and I try to lean heavier into these 2 stages. This is, if you can lean into these 2 stages, that's daily pay, by the way. You'll never make daily pay in this awareness stage. It'll take years because that is a long time. Because that stage, they're like, they know they have a problem. Right? They know they have a problem, but they don't know if there's a solution. Because for some odd reason, we all think our situation is different. And in reality, it's not. It's really not. Yeah. Hey, thanks for the love on TikTok. I love it. And so when you learn to kind of go into the consideration, so in the consideration, I know there's a solution, but which one is right for me? So what information, and I want you to share in the chat, what information do you think they need to hear in the consideration stage for them to want to learn from you? What information do you think that is? You guys, if you can take this information I'm sharing with you and apply it to your business, you are going to make so much money this month. It's insane. It's literally going to be insane. So participate. Let me help you. I am literally giving you a mastermind training right now, by the way. Okay, no, not cost. No. Cost has nothing to do with it. Cost never is an issue. It's the value. If somebody says, I can't afford it, they didn't see enough value to want to invest. Because guess what? Everybody has a TV on their wall that costs more. So they'll spend the money for entertainment. Or look, how much do we spend a month to have a cell phone for convenience? But $100 a month, $1,200 a year for convenience? Think about it. It's the value. It's the value that it gives, not what it costs. Okay, so if you think about consideration, this would be because they know there's a solution, but is it right for me? So this is where knowing who your perfect customer is comes in to play. Let me give you a really great example. Consideration stage for a 21-year-old single guy that just wants to party and have fun is a completely different consideration stage for a 55-year-old happily married couple that want to retire in 3 years. Completely different. So that's why that consideration stage is going to be different. So for example, if my perfect customer was somebody in retirement age and wanted to, or close to retirement age, or wanted to retire when they were 58 and they're 55, I would literally, a piece of content in the consideration stage would be get access to my blueprint that walks you through how to retire in 3 years. That's the consideration, because they're like, what? This is a solution for me. That's how you take them from consideration to buyers immediately. That's why it's so important to know who your perfect customer is. So for example, if I created a piece of content like that, I would literally be like, okay, in the blueprint, you're going to learn that my number one selling product is $900. So do the math on that. If you learned how to attract a $900 a day customer, that's $328,000 a year. In 3 years, you're a self-made millionaire. Could you retire if you made $1 million in 3 years? Yes or yes. So to get access to the blueprint, go here. So once you deliver that content, then you got to do a strong CTA and draw them back to that to get the information. See, this is what I love, and this is why I failed miserably back in 2022, 2021, 2020, and back, because I thought the only way I could make money is if I got on the phone with people, if I DM'd people back and forth. That's just trading time for dollars. When I switched to automations, it was the game changer for me. Aw, you're so sweet, my friend. I like you so much too. I have the best community, by the way. Many people are from inside my community. That's my perfect customer. Awesome. Well, I'm glad I can help you as well. You know, I have to share something with you because vision is everything. See, sometimes we can get so caught up in the weeds of how we feel or what's going on, and we live in reaction mode. And when I launched my business back in September of 2022, I started getting customers, and I just wanted to make sure nobody slipped through the cracks. So I created a community. And I had a vision of putting 1,000 people in my community in 2023, because I was like, oh, if we can grow to 1,000, many people are going to be able to never take that calculator to the grocery store again because they got cash coming in. Many people are going to be able to walk away from that part-time job and get 25 more hours back. And many people will make 6 figures. We ended up hitting 1,000 inside our community in May of 2023. Now we have 53,200 amazing people. Imagine being part of a community of 53,000 plus people that all have the same goal in mind. And that is learn digital marketing skills so they can learn how to attract a daily paying customer. Do you think you're going to learn more by hanging out with 53 other like-minded people, 53,000 other like-minded people, or are you going to learn more by hanging out with people that have different goals? It's no different than anything, right? If your child wants to learn to play basketball, what are you going to do? You're going to take them to a basketball court. You're going to get them a coach. You're going to teach them basketball. You're not going to take them to a ballet, then they'll learn ballet. You become who you hang with. Yes. Be purchasing very soon. Awesome, Donald. Well, I'm excited for you. Yes. Yes, 53,000 people to ask for advice. Hi, I like the hat. It kind of matches my shirt, right? Yes. So that's an idea of the consideration stage, right? So another idea of the consideration stage, again, they already know there's a solution. So you're not introducing them to a solution. You're introducing them to the transformation. Okay, did that make sense what I just said? You're introducing them to the transformation. So here's what I mean by that. Because they're already in this stage. If you create more content in this stage, you will make more money because you're not taking the buyers through the journey from the beginning stage. Now, I love to still create content in this stage because it builds my email list. And email equals income. But if you want to make 10,000 in June, we got to be talking to people in the consideration and the decision stage. It's really important. Here, screenshot this. Make sure you guys have this. Because if you can master this, you will make more money than you ever dreamed possible. And guess what? You're going to realize how fun it is. You're going to realize how fun it is to be able to market your business. Okay. And again, if you want access to the free webinar that I'm going to do tomorrow, walking you through how to make 10K, go right here, dailypaidbusiness.com. Check it out. Okay, check it out. And so another consideration would be, because they already know, thank you for the love, my friend. They already know about it. So another consideration would be, imagine getting your income earning activities done in 2 hours a day. So you can learn how to attract a daily paying customer. What if you learn how to attract just a $300 a day customer? That's $109,000 a year. What if the next year you learned how to attract a $600 a day customer? That's $219,000 a year. What if year 3 you learned how to attract a 900 daily paid customer? That's $328,000 a year by working 2 hours a day around your busy life. But would that allow you to be able to retire in 3 years? Would that allow you more time with your family? If the answer is yes, just put ready in the comments and let me get you the blueprint details. That's talking to somebody in the consideration stage. I didn't have to introduce them to what is out there. I'm sharing with them that outcome that they can have. Okay, that's the difference. Hello, my friend. How are you? Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. So that is the consideration stage. Okay, now the decision stage, I'm ready to take action. I just need to know what's next. Now, a great way to master the decision stage is urgency. Urgency, write that word down. This is so important. Never forget that word, urgency. You got to create urgency in your content because guess what? We are a world of procrastinators. We will put things off. We will procrastinate. We will say, I'll get to it later. And how many times does later never come? So the urgency you add to take somebody from, well, I'm ready to take action, but what's the next step? And the decision stage is urgency by this. Okay, so for example, I just shared with you that we're doing a free webinar tomorrow. That's urgency. But here's how, that's what I shared with you a minute ago was talking to the consideration. Get on the webinar tomorrow to get the details. That's the consideration. Now, if I'm talking to somebody in the urgency stage, this is what I'm going to say. So we're doing a free webinar tomorrow. Here's the deal. You can get on tomorrow and you can learn, or you can get on tomorrow and you can earn. Because all you need to do is get started today with your business. I will share with you how to invite people tomorrow. Imagine if you had 2 people show up tomorrow, that's $1,800 in your pocket because you were on a webinar where you could learn and earn at the same time. So if that's something you're interested in, go right here, dailypaybusiness.com. When you go there, there's going to be a video. Right below the video is my website. You can click on my website. You can go right there to get started. The moment you get started, email me and I will share a strategy with you to help you invite. Let's try to invite 4 people to tomorrow's webinar. You invite 4. If 2 get started, that's $1,800 in your pocket. That's the decision stage, my friend. Because they don't need more information. They need to know how to execute, and you give them a reason to do it now. I have 109 6-figure income earners inside my community, 19 self-made millionaires out of South Africa, because I taught them how to market in the decision stage. Yeah, I taught them how to market into the decision stage. It's everything. Let me see. Oh, I don't have a monitor today, so I don't know what's going on. I love how the Legacy Builders program also shows you how to create your own. Yes, it does, Amy. I now have, oh my gosh, I don't know, over 20 income streams now. But I'm still done working by noon or 1 o'clock every day. The only time I'm ever working after that is if I have a call that I'm doing in the afternoon. Yeah, and I love that. Yes. And so that's the decision stage. Did that make sense? Do I need to give you guys another example of that? Because I'll share with you another example. And that's why I set it up this way. So I have 13. Yes, I love it. That's my favorite part, right? So fun, so fun. Yes. Okay, good. I'm glad this is helping you guys. So what are my income streams included? Well, I've created my own products. I also do coaching for people that want to create their own community. I have a complete program and I teach people how to turn a community into $1 million a year income. That's only 1,000, and the goal is to attract 1,000 members to your community. I'm at $97 a month. I teach them how to put the right value and the information in there to be able to attract customers. 1,000 a month is 97,000 a month in income they make. 1,000 members. That's the goal. The first goal is to get 100 immediately, to have 9,700 a month coming in. That's 6 figures. But I show them how to do it in an amazing way. So that's the goal, is to help people create $1 million community. So I do that. I have a mastermind for people that my goal is to create 1,000 self-made millionaires. So I have a mastermind where I work closely with people that they want to create $1 million. I have a Clarity to Cash that I do. It's actually an exclusive event that you get to come to my house and I work with you over a weekend. If you're interested in that, let me know. But I work with you. I help you brand yourself. We actually do photos with you. I create videos with you, and it's a complete branding campaign. And then we launch, and I help you get your first 10 customers immediately with that. Then I also monetize on TikTok. I'm monetized on YouTube. And then I also am an affiliate for a lot of products. I make I would say about $250,000 a year just on affiliate income of products I don't even promote. I promote through my email list. If you can understand the power of email, it will change your life. It will absolutely change your life. Yeah. Yay! Hi, everyone. I love Legacy. I've learned so much. Woohoo! I love it. I love it. I've never seen you live before. Oh my gosh. So I used to go live. Let me share my live story with you. So when I launched my business, when I launched into the digital space, I was scared to death. I thought I was too old. I couldn't imagine doing videos every day. But I wanted more for my life. I feared more being in the same place in 6 months. So I was ready for a change. So I launched my business. I launched it on TikTok. I thought TikTok was a dancing platform. I didn't understand that TikTok was actually good for business, you guys. Like, I didn't understand that. I kind of had a little bit of stinking thinking, okay? But I looked in the mirror. I'm a mom of 6 kids. I'm a grandma to 5. And I looked in the mirror and I was like, how the hell did I get here? I don't know about you, but as a mom, I thought I'd have way more time with my children and way more money to make more memories. And I was failing miserably at both of them. So I launched into the digital space and I said I would never go live. How great is that? Never say never. I said I would never go live. Then I made $7,000 my first month. because I understand this. I made 14,000 my second month, and I was like, holy crap, I think I'm onto something. Because of this, I understood that you got to take your customers on a journey. And then I made 22,000 my third month. And then I was like, okay, I decided to have enough confidence to go live. So December 1st of 2022, I made a commitment to go live every day for 365 days. And I actually went live every day for almost 17 months. I ended up hitting six figures in 6 months. I made my first million in 17 months. And I went live almost every day. I don't go live a lot very much anymore because now I work closer with people, because I will create 1,000 self-made millionaires. And so I work closer in those groups. But then I did a challenge with them. And I will never teach you anything that I don't do. And the challenges with them was to go live. I'm doing a go live challenge with them, and we're tracking our stats. So I'm back for a little bit going live. And I miss you guys. So I'm like, dang it, I'm just going to figure it out how to get into my schedule. I need to build self-confidence in myself. Yes, Elizabeth, it's so important, right? But I understand where you're coming from, that you lack the self-confidence, because I didn't have any. I didn't think I was worthy of success. I was beating myself up, right? And so I want you to look at getting it. So what Elizabeth said over here on YouTube, you guys, Elizabeth said, can I at 60 years old get in front of a video? I'm not convinced. Well, I'm not here to convince you. I'm here to be your hope dealer. Okay. I hope you see a different perspective. I hope you see that you can do this. I really hope you do. I have people inside my community, 85, that do this. I actually did a branding campaign with Don, who is 80 years old. He actually flew here to do my branding event weekend with me. 80 years old, Elizabeth. So never lose faith. Here's what I did, because I get it. I had stinking thinking. I had limiting belief. But I was terrified to be in the same place in 6 months, because I do not want to be on my deathbed and have a regret. I just don't. Nobody's going to save me but me. Nobody's going to save you, Elizabeth, but you. Do you remember, you guys, when you were in grade school? I know, Elizabeth, that was a long time ago for us, right? But when we were in grade school, we were unstoppable. We wanted to be the ballerina. We wanted to be the firefighter. We wanted to be the police officer. We were going to be Spider-Man, Superwoman. We were going to be all this stuff. And we didn't think any different. But what happens in life, we get failures. We get rejections. We get let down. We get hurt. We get trauma. We get drama. But you guess what? You will never get more than you can handle, my friend. God will never give you more than you can handle. What you've gone through in your life has got you here in this moment, and you need to take it and become the person you know you're capable of becoming. So what I did to help me get the fear of creating videos is I created my perfect customer. And I named her Emily. And she had this cutest little boy that he kind of had his hair spiked, and he had these most beautiful blue eyes. And I would be setting and I would talk to Emily, and Emily was over here and I'm over here, and her little boy would keep on crawling. And so when I'm recording my video, I wasn't recording a video. I was recording a conversation, or I was having a conversation with Emily. So I got out of my head and I got in my heart, and I was like, how can I help Emily today? How can I help Emily make more memories with that little peanut that's crawling all over her? How can I help Emily not be disappointed as a mom when she looks at her bank account? And I all of a sudden, I wasn't looking at like I'm creating a video anymore. I was like, no, I'm making an impact. And because I had the courage, Elizabeth, to show up like that, I now have 109 six-figure income earners inside my community and 19 self-made millionaires. But there's thousands of other people in there that are making 5 figures, making 4 figures, and getting their life and their time back. There's hundreds of people inside my community that don't have to take calculators to the grocery store anymore because they're not barely just getting by. All because I had the courage one day. And it's completely changed my family's life. What can happen in digital marketing space is absolutely amazing. So Elizabeth asked, what do you say in front of a video? This is why you need to get access to the blueprint, Elizabeth. I walk you through this. I literally, inside my community right now, we have a freedom sprint going on. It's a 90-day freedom sprint where you get a little small daily action step video from me every single day. And Elizabeth, one of them was a 30-day content calendar. One of them was a 30-day content calendar with one piece of content for the awareness stage, one piece of content for the consideration stage, and one piece of content in the decision stage. And so you got 3 video ideas every day. So 90 videos. I literally gave them that. So that's what you need. Like, you can't learn to drive by yourself. You need guidance. You're not going to be able to make 6 figures or even launch a successful business by yourself without mentorship and guidance. It just isn't possible. You look at anybody on the planet. There is not one successful person on this planet that did them by themselves. They had coaching. They had mentorship. Ah, yes. Awesome. I'm going to follow you more. Yes. I love that. That's so great. Yes. Thank you, my friend. Michelle's such a great coach and mentor. If you follow exactly what she teaches, you'll be great. Thank you. And you know what? There's nothing that I have done that anybody can't do. I just wish, you know what I wish? If you guys start going live in your business, no matter what business you have, by the way, please do yourself one favor. Okay? Save your first live that you ever do. If I could show you my first live, I would give you guys all so much hope right now. I was scared. I was sweating. I was nervous, but I wanted to change your life. Why I changed my life. That's what I love about the digital space. The more I help you, the more it helps my family. And I absolutely love that. I love that. Aw, thank you, my friend. Yes, save your first live. You guys will be so glad you did. I love going back through my first TikTok, and like I look at my first videos I did on TikTok, it was like a deer in a headlight. You can tell I'm just terrified. But I showed up every day. Nobody launches a business at first that is perfect at the beginning. There's always that learning curve. There is. But the moment you get out of your own way and just start serving people, you will make so much money. Yes. Yes. I love legacy builders. Yes. Awesome. Make sure that if you're in my program, Elizabeth, you're plugging into the daily videos. Because if you were plugging into those daily videos, you wouldn't have said that. You wouldn't have said, what do I talk about? Because I literally gave you hooks. I gave you the formula of content creation formula, and I've literally given you all of that. And you're literally now getting the breakdown of how to make 10K in June. Yeah. So I would love for you to be part of my mastermind. Yes, it's so fun. Hey guys, thanks for following me. You look younger than from your first video. Oh, well, thank you. You know, I do got to say something. Oh, dang it, I can't find it. Danny, like I just got my passport back because I just had to redo my passport. And I look younger in this passport than I did my passport from 10 years ago. And I'm like, wow, getting stress off of you makes a huge difference. I'm trying to find it. I thought I had it. I will show you. You guys would be like, holy crap. I was even shocked. I was like, that's what you want to see. But the pressure's off. The pressure's off. You guys, pressure and stress ages us like crazy. It really does. It really, really does. So yeah, I was like, less stress makes a huge difference. Oh, it does. It really does. Okay, so let's go back to here, because if you guys can master this, Because again, when I look at people's content, it's mostly in this stage because that's the easiest stage to raise people's awareness of what's out there. That's the easy stage. This is the stage where they already know it's out there. This is a stage where you got to deliver value. You got to connect your story in it. And this is the one you got to add that strong CTA and add urgency. So make sure you screenshot this, okay? Because this is absolutely huge. And then I can go over some ideas with you as well. And again, if you want to get access, if you do not have access to my blueprint, I'm going to give you access today to my Freedom Formula Blueprint. Just go right here, Daily Pay Business. Okay, screenshot this. Okay, screenshot that, dailypaybusiness.com. And when you go there, you're going to put your email in, and I'm going to immediately email you the blueprint and also a video walking you through it. If you don't see it in your email within 5 to 10 minutes, check your spam or your promotion folder. It could have gone there. Okay, just check. It's going to come from Michelle at dailypaybusiness.com. By the way, that is my only email. And so if you're getting another email from like a Gmail, it's not me. Be safe. And by the way, TikTok, I will not Telegram you. I don't do WhatsApp, and I won't DM you. The best way to hang out with me is in my email. So make sure you guys go there, and I will make sure to get your questions answered. I do have a free webinar I'm doing tomorrow to show you how to build a 10K business in the month of June. I'm walking you through the strategies. I'm going to get off of there tomorrow, and you will have things that you can implement tomorrow to help you grow an online business this weekend. It's a free webinar for you. So when you go here to dailypaybusiness.com, reply to that email and put webinar, and I will get you the webinar link for tomorrow. And here's the thing. If you're like, well, Michelle, but I have something going on tomorrow, still register, and I will make sure to get you the replay. The replay will be available for like 3 or 4 days. You'll have access to the replay. Not only are you going to get the complete strategy to make 10K crystal clear, but you're also going to hear how other people have applied this strategy and what it's done for them. And they're going to be your hope dealer. They're going to show you like all the different types of people and lifestyles of people. You'll absolutely love it. Yay, I know, I've missed you guys. I've had a lot of people be like, are you going to go live again? And I'm like, I need to. I just discovered that I need to follow her webinars and lives to make it. Yes, they're huge. So here's the reason why webinars work. Because a 1-minute video or even a 5-minute video, it's hard to get all of the information. A webinar is about 1 hour long, which breaks you through every step to be successful in the digital marketing space. Okay. It allows your customers to get all the information. That is how all of our 6-figure income earners were created, because they would invite people to the webinars, and webinars work. Yeah. Oh, I'm proud that you're part of this business. And I love how you guys are action takers, by the way, because I've seen like 4 emails come through asking for the webinar. That says everything about you, because if you guys are interested in making money from home, but you haven't looked into it yet, or making 10K and you haven't looked into it yet, that's a courage problem. And until that's fixed, you'll be broke. I don't want you to be broke anymore. There is no reason in today's world that you should be broke. I know that sounds wild, but there isn't. The possibilities out there are limitless. Matter of fact, one of the strategies that you're going to learn tomorrow, can I tell you this? Because this is one of my favorite strategies. Because when I launched into the digital space in September of 2022, I'm an introvert. So when I launched into this space, I was terrified to do videos, like Elizabeth was saying, right? That was me. That's why I had to find my perfect customer and just have conversations with her. So I did a method, which I'm going to break down tomorrow. Hey, Tim, how are you, my friend? I did a method, and I spent 30 minutes a day. Oh, I like the hat. I spent 30 minutes a day posting free ads. Copy and paste and posted free ads. Guess what that did to my business? See, I understand the power of video. So in my free ads, I would put a YouTube video explaining the free ad strategy. That blew up my YouTube because of spending 30 minutes a day posting free ads. Yes, it built my email. Yes, it built my income, but it built my YouTube channel. I'm now monetized on YouTube because of a free ad strategy. So that's what you're going to learn tomorrow on the webinar. And I think Tim is going to be on the webinar tomorrow. And he will share his testimonial with you guys as well, which is absolutely amazing. He was in corporate world, was laid off, and had no experience in this space whatsoever, and was able to, yes, and was able to take this. And how much have you made now, Tim? And so he just took this strategy and he implemented it. And you're going to be able to hear his story tomorrow as well. It's absolutely amazing. I love, and I look at Tim, I look at me. We are no different than you. We just were ready to be consistent and be coachable and learn these digital marketing skills. Yes, just over 500K. And in what, 2 years? Would that change your life any? Could you retire early? Could you get out of that part-time job? Could you get rid of that calculator? And that's what I love. It's not just me having success inside my community. 109 six-figure income earners because of the strategies we followed on the blueprint. In this, and I'm sure he was able to master this, creating content in the awareness stage, in the consideration, in the decision stage. When you guys learn this, and I'm teaching this right now in my Freedom Sprint I'm doing inside of the community. Hey, Don, thank you, my friend. Yeah, 2 years, you guys. In 2 years. Imagine, like you guys are sitting here today, you're learning this, you're hearing this information, but of course your stinking thinking's kicking in and you're like, but will it work? But can I do this? Imagine if you decide to say today, what if it does? And what if you decide to take the courage? And in 2 years, we're on here again, and you're saying the exact same thing that Tim is saying right now. Oh yeah, I discovered this on June 5th of 2025 and I took action, and here it is June 5th of 2027 and I made 500K. How would that change your life? That's what I'm sharing with you guys right now, because Tim had the courage 2 years ago to be like, oh, look at it. What do I have to lose? Because he didn't want to have to miss time with his family anymore and get another job. We had to travel all the time. Yeah, it's so awesome, isn't it? It's absolutely awesome. Yeah. Yes, we have so many good testimonials. I don't know what time that is in South Africa. You can just Google it. Yeah, I always have to Google time zones because I know like our time zone just changed in March. So it I don't know if time zones in South Africa changes or not. What did I do before this? Oh, great question, Randy. So before this, I was trying to do network marketing. And I'm a mom of 6. And I'm a grandma to 5, and being home with my children is the most important thing to me. And so I was working hard to do network marketing. I finally got my income up to $7,000 a month in network marketing with a huge sacrifice. And then guess what, Randy? They did a corporate call the summer of 2022, and we were so pumped about the corporate call. We knew this was going to be it. We thought they were going to launch like a big promotion, and they didn't. They said they were too loose with the comp plan, and they got rid of this 10 and 3 bonus that they had. Randy, by the end of that call, my income was dropped from $7,000 to $3,000 a month. And I was tired because at that moment I was like, I'm not my own boss. I'm a contractor for that company. I have no control over my income. They changed it like that, and my income dropped like that. And so I'm devastated. Then my phone is ringing, and people on my team were calling me. I had moms calling me going, oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore because now I can't even afford my products because I'm not making anything. It was the worst feeling. And that's when I was done with the industry. I was looking, I usually am drinking one of the products. I still love the products, still take them, but I don't promote anymore. I wanted to be my own boss. I wanted to go somewhere where I can make 100% profit. I love the fact that I don't have to trade time for dollars anymore. Yes, sales are hard, period. Yeah. And that's the thing too, right? So I traded making $9 off of a lip gloss, right? I have it right here, Smith. To show you, it's here like this. This is it. I used to make $9 off of this. I love it. I still use it. $9. I had to work hard to make $9 off of this. Now I make 900 off of one customer. So that's why I had to work really, really hard. Why I wasn't making a lot of money, right? Because I wasn't making $7,000 on a consistent basis. I finally got it up to $7,000. You know, if you're in network marketing, you know, right? It's like on a roller coaster. But so if I wanted to make 900, I would have to sell 100 of these. That's why I was working so hard. Now my number one selling product is $900. It's a no-brainer. I personally couldn't even wrap my head around it when I discovered this industry. Matter of fact, I was like, oh my gosh, if I can just make 54,000 my first year, I can pay my bills. Because I didn't know what I didn't know. But I was ready to figure it out. I was ready to be in a completely different place. I ended up making 6 figures in 6 months, made my first million in 17 months. And there is not one part of me that ever thought I could become a millionaire in the digital marketing space. Now I'm over 6.5 million, and I've been doing this since September 10th of 2022. But I've learned skills. But let me share something what I learned. Screenshot this real quick if you guys lost this, because I'm going to show you something. This right here, Randy, is my freedom machine. This is why I've made so much money. It's not me. It's having a proven system that's always out there working for me 24/7. This has built a huge email list for me. So let me explain the process. And here's 2 things I'm going to recommend. I want you to do 2 things today, okay? For you, not for me. This is not about me. This is 100% about you and you seeing if you could do digital marketing. Go right here, dailypaybusiness.com. When you go there, I want you to put your email in. But I want you to look 2 different ways. When you put your email in and watch this video, and when you check your emails, if you don't see it, it's at your spam or promotion, but I want you to look at the blueprint. I want you to look at it to learn about following a proven blueprint to make 6 figures. But I want you to think about you having this process working for you 24/7. Like right now, I have people going through this. I don't have to get on the phone with anybody. And guess what happens? Between that video and this video, it literally answers 99% of somebody's questions. If somebody has a question, they can email me and I answer their emails. I've even hired a personal assistant to help me answer emails so every single person gets taken care of quickly. Because that's so important to me, that you get your answers, that you get what you need to make a decision. If, yep, it's a fit, or nope, it's not. I love them both because you had the courage to take action. But here's what happens. If somebody watches one of these videos, they can click right here or here, and it takes them right down here to purchase. My number one selling product is 900. I no more make $9 off of a product. And this, where's this? This I make $23. So these are my number 2 selling products that I used to sell. I make $9 or $23. Isn't that insane? I didn't know there was a better way. Now this has changed my family's life and helped me leave a legacy. Hey, my friend, how are you doing? Yeah. So, I felt burned out in the DIY online courses until I discovered this blueprint that gave me hope. I'm glad you have hope again. Because these strategies can be used, this can be used for anything. Like if I was in real estate, I would take this blueprint and I would implement it in real estate. And I would literally build a list of people that are local. Oh my gosh, the things you could do with that is priceless. Is absolutely priceless. It is absolutely priceless. Thank you for wanting to be in this space. I just love the difference it makes. Yeah. Okay, that would be around 1844. Okay, so you are 9 hours difference, is that right? I thought you were like 6 or 7 hours difference. Or am I reading that wrong? Yes, so we will be launching in Spanish this summer. We will be launching in Spanish this summer. We'll be launching in many different countries, but launching in Spanish this summer. I'll be flying to Mexico in January or the end of July and doing a pre-launch there, and then officially launching. If you're inside my community, you can be part of the pre-launch, but we'll be branching in Spanish. I have an app, so you guys can literally just take your content, plug it in this app. It will come out in Spanish. So you literally could just create content one time, create another account in Spanish, and just duplicate it in Spanish. So fired up. It just adds a completely new income stream as well. Yeah, I know. It is going to be great. Yes. Yeah. Yes. And we already have the community created in Spanish. So we'll have a complete community in Spanish as well. And yes, it's going to be amazing. So it's not like you're adding a lot of extra work. You're just literally taking the video that you created today, plug it into ChatGPT, or not ChatGPT, but this program. And then there's many out there because we've tested them. We found one that I literally sound just like me. It's amazing. When I go live tomorrow, I'll show it to you. You'll crack up because it sounds just like me. Yeah. So excited. Yeah, absolutely excited. It is so amazing. And that's our goal. Open it up in more countries as we go on. I mean, we just, there's a lot, everybody needs digital marketing because thank you for the love. Here's something, you in Spanish, okay, I will find it. It's because Tim said that. I'm going to find it real quick because Tim's laughing at me here. It should be right here, you guys. What is that hourglass song that you need to do? Here, is it here? Oh man, you guys, you're going to crack up because it sounds literally just like me. That's it. I'm finding it. It's so good. Oh, shoot. Here, wait. I mean, it literally sounds just like me. And I even roll my R's. I'm like, how am I rolling my R's? It's my voice and everything. Dang it. Here. Oh, wait, no. Anyway, I'll have to find it. It is so good. Hold on. Let me see. Let me look one more place real quick. You guys will crack up. I just showed it this weekend here. Let me go to videos real quick here. Here, screenshot this real quick while I'm doing it. And I'm going to find it because you guys got to see this. Oh, I know. The date was in April. Okay, I'll find it now. Now I remember the date. So this is May here. Yeah, screenshot this. Go right here. You'll learn about this whole process. Okay, here we go. I think I'm getting close. I know it was April something. I'm probably in my wrong phone. Gosh, it's so funny. And you guys will have access to this. I will walk you through exactly how to do it, but we tried many different apps. Here, what am I at? Oh, I'm still in May. And this is the only one that worked perfect. So everything will be translated into it. Look, my grandchildren hacked my phone. The little stickers. Look, all these pictures of them. They totally photobombed my phone. That's funny. Is this it? No, dang it. Oh man, I don't know where it's at. That stinks, you guys. Oh wait, is it maybe here? Hold on. It's so good too. I can't believe I can't find it. Anyway, I'll have to find it. Dang it. I will find it. And when I go live, I'm going to try to go live tomorrow before the webinar if I have time, if I can do that. So hello. Yeah, so Nigeria needs to use PayPal. Yeah, I have many people inside my community that use PayPal. Hello, how's Kim doing? Yeah, just use PayPal. Yeah, so anyway, PayPal. And there's many other ones too. All the way from South Africa. Awesome. Okay, so real quick, I want to get back to here. So this is my freedom formula. So you guys, this just constantly works for me. Like my grandkids are going to be walking in the door like anytime, and I'm hanging out with them the rest of the day. I paid cash in August of last year for my dream home. It's a house on the lake. And so they come here and we get to go kayaking and jet skiing and tubing on the lake, all because of digital marketing and because of this, because this will just constantly be working for me. But one customer equals 900. 12 customers in June is $10,800. And guess what? I didn't have to get on the phone with anybody. I didn't have to hear the word no. I didn't have to DM anybody. My automated system does the work. If they're interested, great, they buy. If they're not interested, they just unsubscribe and they never have to hear from me again. It has given me a fully automated business. Now, Um, Absolutely, you can pick back up anytime. I'm always here, still here, my friend. Yes. Matter of fact, I'm doing a call this Saturday with just my personal customers. Email me, and then I'm going to get you on the call. Yeah, I'd love it. And so, if they're interested, they buy. If they're not, they can unsubscribe. But here's the thing: this email list, you guys, I will have people buy for me that have been in my email list for a year. 2 years, 6 months. It's so awesome. That's how you can leave that legacy for your family. Yay, I need this more than ever. Hey, you know what, my friend? Timing is everything. That's why I tell you guys, I've been telling you guys this for 2.5 years. I will always be here for you. When you're ready, let's go, let's grow. I will always be here. I literally have a vision of creating 1,000 self-made millionaires. I have a wall. I will show you. I have a wall that I do have pictures by the wall here. I don't know why I can't find that dang video. I have a wall that when you guys become a millionaire, you got to fly to me. And here's my wall. These guys are at my house or my mastermind, and you sign my wall. Isn't that cool? That's my wall in my house, and it's of the world. So when you guys become, here's another picture. And then what I did is I had everybody point at where they lived as well. And so when you become a self-made millionaire, I'm going to fly you to my house and you're going to sign my wall, and we're going to have just a VIP event with you. I can't wait. How long does it start to make money if you're in 900? Okay, that is a worker's mentality. See, that's what you guys got to break, right? Because you're so programmed to work for somebody. I work 8 hours, I get paid for 8 hours. How long will it take? When you launch your own online business, you are your CEO. So the time it takes depends on your worth ethic, how coachable you are. It took me 2 days to make my first $300 sale. So it took me 2 days after my business was set up. 2 days, I made my first $300 sale. Then the next day was 600. The next day was 300. Then the next day was 900. So that's what it took. But then I ended up making 7,000 that month, right? It just depends on you. We do, on average, about 7 days. The people inside my community get their first sale within 7 days. Tim, that you just heard from, took him 3 months, but he never quit because he knew the process worked. Now he's made 500,000, but because probably the reason why because he wasn't creating content in all 3 of these stages. He was probably too much in the awareness stage. So that's why it took him 3 months to get his first customer. But guess what? After that, it blew up, and 2 years later, he's made $500,000. I wonder if he ever thinks about that. What would happen if he would have quit? A lot of it has to do with the algorithms too. Yeah, I mean, you're right? So if you're not, that's why it's so important. Great point, my friend. That's why it's so important to know who your perfect customer is. Because if one day you're talking to a 21-year-old that's ready to just live life, and then the next day you're talking to a 55-year-old happily married couple that want to retire in 3 years, then the next day you're talking to a single mom of 3 kids, you've got your algorithms in cuckoo. Because the algorithms can't figure out who your perfect customer is. That's why you got to literally create content in these 3 stages to your perfect customer over and over and over again. So when I used to go live, I used to have to spend so much time blocking people because the wrong audience was getting on and they weren't very nice. The moment I learned to block, the algorithms were like, oh, she keeps on blocking them, so don't show her content to them. And it's great. That's what I love. Yeah, I love that. Yes. Hey, can I screenshot this real quick? Yes, this is important, you guys. Screenshot this. I will be one of those self-made millionaires. Yes, you will, my friend. And I'm honored to be on the journey with you when you achieve it. This is it, you guys. These are the 3 stages that you go through. If you missed the beginning of this live, go back and watch it because I literally give you content examples for each stage. This is why a lot of people do not get sales immediately because they spend too much time in the awareness stage. The awareness stage can take somebody weeks or months to turn into a customer. Okay? That's why it's so great to do content at each of these stages. Now, if you want to get access to the blueprint that I follow that changed my family's life, took me 6 figures in 6 months with zero experience in the digital space, brand new TikTok, go right here, dailypaybusiness.com. When you go there, you're going to get a video and you're going to get the Freedom Formula blueprint that I followed. Check it out. If you're interested, I would love to work with you. If you're not interested, at least you had the courage to check it out. So many people, they talk about it, but they don't take action. Be the action taker. Action takers are the one that change their life. I am doing a free webinar tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening if you're in South Africa. And if you go here, just reply to that email that you get from me. If you don't see the email, check your spam or promotion. It could have gone there. And reply to that email that you want the webinar details. I'll give you the webinar for tomorrow. I'm going to break it down how to make 10K in June. And if you're interested in making 10K in June, I would like to mentor you to get through that. Just a second, I got to do the puzzle piece over here. Oh, hold on. It's not liking me to, hold on. There, did I do it? Dang, it was hard to get that puzzle piece in place. Boy, that was hard. Hey, Lynn, how are you, my friend? How are you doing? I will be one of them. Yes. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here because I have grandkids getting ready to walk in the door. Check this out. If you want to be part of the webinar tomorrow, get on and listen. Now, if you want to turn the webinar into a learning and earning process, go here, get started today. Let's get your business set up today. And then let me know that you got started, and I'm going to show you 2 strategies that you can do to get people onto tomorrow's webinar. Let's say you get 4 people on and 2 buy. That's $1,800 you can make this weekend. So if that's something you're interested in, I'd love to help you do that. Yes. Love seeing you here. Aw, thank you, my friend. I love going live again. It's been fun. It's been fun. So yes, you are welcome, my friend. Okay, so I will see you. I will try my best to go live tomorrow before the webinar. If I have time, I will do my best to go live tomorrow. Okay, if not, it will be after the webinar. Yes, you can screenshot. Yes. These are the 3 stages. So if you're struggling getting a customer, you're probably heavy on one stage and you're lighter on the other. When you can learn to master every stage. Now, please don't let this discourage you. This is why you need mentorship. I actually cover this inside my program. And just the other day, I did a 30-day calendar. And I walked you through. I gave you 90 pieces of content to cover, 30 in each stage that you can apply. And you can actually apply it to any business. Yeah, you are welcome, my friend. So you guys have an awesome day. Again, if you have questions, go right here, dailypaybusiness.com. Email me. I would love to answer your emails. TikTok, please be safe. I will not DM you when you get off of here. And I don't do WhatsApp or Telegram. I don't do crypto. I don't do trading. I do Daily Pay Business. And my email is dailypaybusiness. So please be safe, okay? Okay, I'm doing faceless, but it's really hard to get trust. Add more emotion. So here's what I mean by that. Why does your customer need this? So those words on the screen, like let's say, for example, you do something about, have you ever gone to the grocery store and your credit card declined or your debit card declined? Or have you ever gone to the grocery store and you had to put groceries back because you didn't have enough money? I'm going to share with you one blueprint that changed everything for me. And now I no longer have to take a calculator to the grocery store. Put yes in the comments if you want more details. Now, when you put words like that on the screen, maybe have a sad mom or a mom with their kids. That pulls in emotion, then add the music. It can't be, hey, music. It's got to be like, doo-doo. It's got to be more sad music. The emotion will pull in the words and will resonate with them. It's just strategy that you're just lacking in strategy. That's one thing that it just, when I hear people like, I'm doing this on my own, then you're not going to have success. Who's going to teach you these strategies? You don't know them. It's like saying you're going to go to school to become a doctor, but you're not going to go to school because you're just going to learn it by watching YouTube videos. Would you go to a doctor? Would you, if you needed brain surgery, would you go to a doctor that just went to YouTube University? Or would you want to go to a doctor that took the time to learn the skills and the knowledge and become a good doctor? Why don't you want to become a good digital marketer? Take the time to learn the skills and the knowledge. It will change your life. It will set you up for freedom, my friend. Hell no, that's right. Hey, good afternoon, my friend. How are you? Yes. It's so true though, right? We think that because you want to do digital marketing that it should just happen. No, you got to learn the skills and the strategies, and it will happen. Watch this. Everything is figure outable when you have the right mentor and the right community. We have 53,200 people in our community that are here because of the strategy, that are here because of the blueprint. 53 without spending any money on ads. We grew a community of 53,200 without spending any money on ads. That's what I'm talking about. I want you to put 100% in your profit. Yes. Awesome. Everybody have a great day. And I will see many of you on the webinar tomorrow. YouTube, you've been phenomenal today. I'll see you tomorrow. And